Alright, fuck faces, welcome back to Practicing Portraits, an artwod roadmap. What is artwod? An online art platform that teaches you how to draw from imagination. They give you the work, not the shortcut. What kind of work? Oh fuck me, goddammit. Work that results in you being able to draw like this. Granted, you put in thousands of repetitions and hundreds of hours of sheer effort, and you are capable of that effort. That must have sold you on the talent not being real. I don't fucking know. I don't know how to do these intros anymore. I give up. You there, dipshit. You have nothing better to do with your day. I know you, you fucking piece of shit. Right? I think berating my audience seems to get them to get off their ass. Yeah, use this video as an actionable body doubling. Draw along with me, please and thank you. Get off your fucking ass. If you don't believe me and you're new, click on my channel. See that I have 400 videos, i.e. 400 hours of pure effort of trying to get better at art. Click on my year 1 to 2 playlist and watch this is a video for beginner artists video. And if that doesn't convince you that you can draw, then you're just fucking lost cause. Get the fuck off my channel, watch every video, give me your attention, stay on the background, draw with me. And now that I've thoroughly confused you and myself, let's draw. Right, did I have anything else? What else do I usually fucking talk about in my intro? Oh yeah, Daniel flip chat portfolio, link in description. I mean, he gave me a fucking free binder and it's amazing. I just haven't used it yet, but the link is in the description. It's a great binder portfolio, like genuinely high quality. I didn't get paid for this, by the way. If I got paid, I'd be sucking his dick real hard right now. Right? He'd be getting fucking unsolicited, fucking, what is it? Deep dives of, what is it called? You know, like they shove something down your throat, like camera view of my fucking throat. I'd be like, this could be us with you playing. But I haven't sent him that yet because he hasn't sent me money. So, you know, everything must be contained. So what are we doing today? Apart from me fucking around. Well, as per the title, dipshit, right? We are drawing portraits. We're practicing the artwod portrait roadmap. We're doing the exercise right now where we look at a portrait, put a box over that portrait, put a sphere, and now I'm going the absolute extra mile, by the way, and this is what I encourage everyone to do, you know, at their, whatever level they're at. If you can only do the box, you can only do the box. But the point is, my philosophy is push the absolute limits of the basics and create a mind that is absolutely just, how can I explain this? Just completely immune to trends, completely immune to tools. It is purely foundationally strong, right? So what do I mean by that? What I mean is with this portrait exercise, I will put a box over the portrait, and then I'll put a sphere inside the box, and then I'll put center lines inside the sphere inside the box, and then I'll calculate each plane's center line, all the facing planes, the 3 facing plane center lines, and then put ellipses inside each plane's center lines, or each plane, and then I'll project it outward onto the sphere itself, and I'll be calculating the center lines of the sphere that is inside the box. If that sounds absolutely fucky, it is, because this art is a thinking skill, okay? It is a cognitively demanding skill. It is a working memory to the fucking goddamn moon activity. And there you go. I think I explained that quite horribly because I was so like in my own head. I'm like, I need to say this in such an epic way. Oh, foundation that I completely forgot how the fuck what I was gonna say. I have a few things I want to talk about today, as I always do. But I've already started drawing. I'm already thinking about the sphere, right? And again, I do encourage everyone to draw at the level that they can, plus 20%. Okay, what do I mean by that? All right, whatever you're doing, get your pen, get your paper, draw along. I forgot to say that. That's what I forgot to say. Draw along. Fuck. Draw along. Okay, please draw along. You're capable of that effort. Draw along. Anyways, I encourage everyone, whoever is listening, right? First of all, use me as a fucking body doubling thing so I can get that sweet retention. I need the watch hours. Second, the more real reason, yes, the one that isn't totally fixated on money, is, no, fuck you, I need your watch hours. Anyways, the other reason, the less important reason, it's just the other reason, is, and by the way, like, thinking and drawing, like, cognitively, like, thinking about the box and drawing and the sphere, like, all the fucking 10 layers of perspective calculations I'm trying to do, is extremely difficult, because that's a skill. It's all skills. So, fine, like, I guess I'll say a couple things. If you're here on my channel and you are body doubling with me, get rid of the word talent. It serves you nothing. You will now replace every single thing you struggle with or are working on as skills. I can't draw lines in this angle, skill. I can't draw lines in this angle, skill. I can't keep this line consistent while visualizing, skill. All right? Because those are all skills. They're meta skills. Skills within the primary skills. Okay, so what I was trying to say, like, leading on to that is, like, if you're someone who is like, I can barely fucking draw a box, wonderful. Okay, either go back to fucking my 3rd video in, like, year 2 or whatever, or sorry, year 3 playlist, playlist and just be like, oh great, this is basically what I'm doing, or like a little bit better or a little bit worse. I'm gonna fucking draw along here because maybe I can relate more to what he's saying. Spoiler alert, I'm always saying the same shit, right? Because I'm also trying to remind myself what I'm capable of, all right, and like what the learning process is, right? But the main thing is, yeah, wherever you are, whether you're drawing along now, whether you're drawing along in previous videos or in future videos, but especially in previous videos, because future videos I'll be saying the same shit, but previous videos, because I wasn't talking as much, because I was worse at the skill of talking while visualizing while drawing. The skill, right? I've gotten objectively better. I'm fucking having a goddamn run-on sentence with myself while visualizing a box with a sphere inside of it, with the center lines inside of it, while calculating the center line of each plane, while thinking about the minor axis of the ellipse in each plane, right? I'm fucking talking too fast because I've gotten better at the skill of visualizing and calculating and thinking and spatially reasoning, you know, while talking. Right? Like all that shit, like it's a feedback loop. But anyways, that's a different thing that I will discuss at a certain point. But I do encourage you to A, view everything as a skill, B, wherever you are, push yourself. Literally, if you're like, I can't see this, force yourself. Because what do you think I'm doing? You think I can see what I'm saying? No, I'm attempting to see what I'm saying. What the fuck, did that make sense? I'm attempting to say what I'm seeing? No, see what I'm saying. Yeah, but yeah, I'm attempting to see what I've been describing. You think I can genuinely see what I'm saying? No, I can't. But this is the part where we extensively, and I mean extensively, push our mind to its utmost limit, okay? Like, I'm being serious here. This is where you extensively push your mind to its utmost limit in an attempt, in a concentrated, consistent attempt to see. Okay? Let me say that again. A concentrated, consistent attempt to see. Not a successful attempt. Simply an effortful attempt. Okay? Because success is not part of the equation. Only effort. Alright? Let me say that again. Success is not part of the equation. Only effort. Because if success were part of the equation, you would only see 2 videos on my entire channel. And then I would have given up. Alright? Because there are no successes in art. There are no successes in learning. Simply failures, lessons, and then attempts to reduce those failures and to remind yourself of those lessons. And over time, i.e., decades and hundreds and thousands fucking lists. What the fuck? I ruined my own goddamn speech. Over hundreds of thousands of repetitions, right? You simply reduce your ignorance. Right? We are paying down our ignorance tax, our ignorance debt off. See, I fucked that up. Look at that. Completely fucked that up. Right? That's it. Okay? The success, if you want to quantify success, the success is you. All right? The success is you. You are the success. And again, while I'm doing all this, what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about a fucking box, sphere inside the box. And oh, another thing I wanted to quickly acknowledge for myself is I consistently have been forgetting to project this ellipse and this ellipse onto the center of the sphere. So that is something I need to constantly calculate. Why? And why do I forget to do that? Because I'm not expending the cognitive effort to calculate the ellipses. So I must do that. What ellipse am I talking about? Well, if this is my box, this is my ellipse, right? Same thing here. This is my box, this is my ellipse. Then I need to project it outward because there's a sphere in here. I need to project it outward appropriately and in the center. Where do I get that center? Through this, right? I get the center through this. Wow, that's a lot of calculating. Fuck yeah, it is. It's extremely difficult. That's the whole point. None of this is talent. All of this is effort. And 99% of these are failures, right? So another thing you might be wondering, well, I can't hold it for very long. Well, that's the beautiful part, right? Like if you can't hold, do you see this line is ass? Why? Because I don't have the skill to draw a consistent thin line like the one you're seeing, which is relatively better in this angle. I don't have the skill, so I have to try again. See, I have to really, I'm still failing, but it's slightly better. And again, there's hiccuping, right? Hiccups in my line quality, everything, right? But I don't have the skill. Same with this angle. I struggle with this angle quite a bit. And while I draw these lines, I'm zooming in, but I also have to zoom out and see. I have to see, right? That's another skill, zooming in while zooming out. But okay, as I was saying, like you might be wondering, well, I can't hold it for very long, right? And that's exactly where you push a bit further. And once you push a bit further and your brain is at output regression, which basically means that your cognitive efforts, your working memory, right? Your cognitive load is at its highest. It's at its peak. And that is when, after you stay in that state for a little bit longer, that is when you take a step back and you rest your brain, a la the spacing effect, the gap effect. Okay, and your brain creates, reinforces, replays at 20 times the speed the schema that you are trying to create in your mind, which can be simply lines and line confidence. This is slightly off, and if you can see that, then beautiful, you have an opportunity to improve your eye, right? And these are actually, I think, slightly diverging as well. Yeah, definitely. And again, like, I constantly keep losing the sphere and I constantly keep losing the center line, which is something I have to keep reminding myself of, right? And again, where am I finding this center line here as well? It's through these diagonals. It's all math, by the way, and it's actually not even that hard math. It's just more math than people expect in art. But think about it. If you can do 1 + 1 = 2, then you can do algebra, then you can do calculus, then you can do financial math, and before you know it, you can be a fucking what's it called, accountant, right? And then you can start doing business math, and then you can start doing taxes. Like, it's just one step at a time. So right now, your 1 + 1 = 2 is, fuck, I need to see a goddamn line while I'm drawing it, and I need to see a line going towards the horizon line. Just one, maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4, right? Because you're creating a plane, maybe, right? That's your 1 + 1 = 2. But the effort is the same, okay? The effort is the absolute fucking same. So I put a lot of effort in there. I really, really am trying to, especially with the center lines of the sphere, hold that in my mind, right? And like project it as well as I can. But it's extremely difficult. I can barely see anything, but I'm still trying to push it as much as possible. And now we take a step back, and I encourage you to rest your brain with me. Let's do it! Why that tastes like butter chicken? I literally haven't had that in months. What the fuck? Okay, what else? There's another thing. Oh yeah, okay. There's another topic, because I've written down a couple of the things I want to talk about in this video. Not that I ever talk about anything like super interesting. I don't think I talk about anything. Oh, like, by the way, this angle is so off. I see this now. Like, I really fucked up this this lady's face, because the bottom plane is actually way too visible, right? Pretty sure these two are also slightly diverging by a couple millimeters, this line and this line. So everything's actually pretty slightly off, right? But either way, we have a duty to... And again, I'm not trying to draw accurate features. Like, I'm trying to get the proportion down relatively, you know, not gonna lie there. But I am mainly doing this just so I have a means... And by the way, like, because I got the perspective pretty off, this is another skill, is like me training myself to draw features when they are completely off the perspective. And that was god awful, holy shit. But it's okay, right? It doesn't look too bad, which is okay by me, but I mean, again, like, I haven't learned the nose yet, so I'm okay with making mistakes when it comes to having not learned the nose, right? And again, like, I'm making constant mistakes with my lines, by the way, as well. Like, I want to be very clear, like, I'm making many mistakes. And the thing is, like, if you hold yourself to a quote-unquote perfect standard, you are actually doing a good thing, right? Someone who's a perfectionist and lets that perfectionism get in the way of their practice, versus someone who simply has a perfect standard or means of measuring their output and then can evaluate and improve, there's a difference. I kind of still want to bitch about this, because there's this guy who commented on my videos way back, right? And he was just shitting on me, but it was under the pretense of trying to be nice. Maybe I'm just butthurt. I'm probably just butthurt. But it was like, a couple things I want to say. First of all, he kept fucking calling me a kid. And if you've heard me talk about this before, you heard me talk about this before. I'm okay with being called insecure, whatever. If it just didn't strike me right, you know, especially because I'm like, what's it called? Hold up, I'm trying to get these features down. While I'm drawing these features, I've completely lost the perspective again. So I need to really work on that. I genuinely need to really work on that, right? It's like, while I'm drawing these features, I've completely lost the perspective that I'm trying to establish. Why? Because this is a zoom in moment, right? Like, I'm zooming in on drawing these little features, but I have to zoom out and like calculate everything, right? Especially the center line, so that's the main thing. But I want to say, like, first of all, I have nothing against this guy, but some things rub me the wrong way. And I might as well bitch because I guess I tend to bitch at everything. It's interesting, right? Half the time I'm like, you can draw, I believe in you, and I'm talking about the effort and shit. And the other half, I'm just complaining. Truly a character of all time. Unfortunately, that's who I am, and that's my personality. And fortunately, I don't want to change that part of me because I don't think I'm being rude or disrespectful. But I will call him a complete retard just for shits and giggles. But the only thing that struck me the wrong way was it was very patronizing, or felt very patronizing, because he kept calling me a kid, right? I'm 28. Like, yes, in the grand scheme of things, we're all children, right? I'm a kid compared to a 35-year-old. A 35-year-old is a kid compared to a fucking 45-year-old. Like, yeah, okay, I get it. You might be older than me, cool. But I think that I just felt a bit patronizing because they were like, and another really stupid fucking comment is like, he told me not to swear in my videos, and I just ignored it. And he's like, that tells me this guy will never take advice for anything because he ignored my one thing that I said. First of all, why the fuck? How does that make any sense? It's like going to someone and be like, you should put your hat on. And they're like, no. They're like, okay, because you said no to my suggestion of putting your hat on, you are now never going to take any sort of feedback or suggestion whatsoever. That person would be like, are you okay in the fucking head? I literally just don't want to put my hat on, bro. Same thing. I literally just don't want to not swear, right? Another thing is, they basically said I could have learned more efficiently, I could have learned better. Oh, wait, what fucking rep is this shit? Oh, it's rep number 22. God damn it, I forgot to write down the rep. Yes, we're doing the 50 rep rule. Second thing, right, is... what is the second thing, actually? Oh yeah, like, they had their opinions on how I should have learned, and that I have nothing against, right? Like, it's okay to believe one person could have learned more optimally than the other, That's fine as well. I think what really just struck me the wrong way, like genuinely what just was very off-putting, was mainly the whole, I kept being referred to as this kid, and I don't like being referred to as that. I'm a man, well, I'm not right-wing or left-wing. I wanted to make a political joke, but I really don't give a fuck. I'm not a redneck either. Literally, I'm not a redneck. This is the most fucking brown-necked as it gets. Right. I'm not a redneck, unfortunately, but is that a good redneck accent? I don't know. But I think it was A, patronizing, B, patronizing, C, living rent-free in my head, clearly. So you can tell I've moved on. Right? Viggy, hashtag Viggy famming the Viggy insecurities. Being real with my audience, right? I'm being real. I too stay up at night, constantly scrolling the comment, up and down, left and right. If YouTube gave me the option, but for the time being, I just rotate my phone and then left and right, which is still technically up and down. What the fuck? What? But okay, I think I was making a point with this. Yeah, I'm okay with the fact that they think I could have done this better. Shit, where was I going with this? Did I just want to bitch? I might have just wanted to bitch. Possibly. Well, I'm done. And I apologize if that was too negative. I don't like being negative, but clearly I do like being negative. The negachin, right? Classic Crocker. But, well, by the way, I'm really struggling to see the box while I talk, right? I'm really struggling. So I need to see the sphere, actually. And we need to put it, and then we need to see the center line, because the center line is also a struggle, right? And we need to see this as well, so... Okay, so again, like, I'm really struggling. This is, again, working memory, right? This is my second hour of the day, so working memory is definitely taxed, because this is my second hour of trying to practice and trying to design. And this is what everybody who's trying to get good experiences. Like, this level of cognitive friction, right? Like, this is normal. This is what we experience, right? Oh, another thing. I wanted to discuss... Okay, first of all, I apologize about the random tangent. I think that just came up in my mind for some reason. I probably had a point to make, but then I just got annoyed. So I guess I generally apologize, except I don't really give a fuck, right? Like, I obviously still stand by everything I just said, but I apologize because I'm not trying to ruin your art session, right? So with that half-assed apology aside, right? Well, once I get a real controversy, then I'll even do a worse apology. I'll do the whole, like, extremely bright ring light on my face, the deep sigh, right? The title will be like addressing it, ... or like just period. We'll do the whole shebang, right? I didn't mean to call him that, but he came at me. And I just couldn't stop swallowing. God damn it. Anyways. Yeah, still thinking about the box. But, oh yeah, how I design. I want to talk about that as another thing, right? So, People might be curious, maybe not now, maybe in the future, most definitely in the future when they come back to these videos, like how the fuck was he designing on top of these? Like how are you doing that, right? And the answer is clearly A, fucking fundamentals, like always think about the box. B, which is probably less obvious, is again, it's all about what ifs. Sheer ideation, which is extremely difficult because you have to remember two systems are being involved. One is spatial reasoning and the other is design. Design is ideation, design is experimentation, design is ratios, design is big, medium, small. What the fuck does big, medium, small mean? I don't fucking know. I just have to try and be like, I think it means like ratios and like this is slightly bigger, but then like this big shape is also supposed to be next to like, you see like, oh, big, medium, small. Is this a medium? Is this a medium? Oh, I think this is a medium. Oh, I think actually this is small. But what about this line? Is this a medium line? Is this a small line? What about this? Like compared to like, it's all fucking, it's literally everything, goddammit. It's literally fucking everything. It's a goddamn headache. But that's what I mean is like, I just keep trying to do what ifs while balancing the more important cognitive task at the moment, which is spatial reasoning. And again, I hope me literally just fucking ghosting for the past 5 minutes while I've been talking proves to you that I'm in extreme discomfort. Like I'm literally in extreme discomfort. So I need to take a step back because the important thing is like once you can't push any further, one thing I was reading about is like you must refresh. Because it's not about how long you can hold a visualization, it's about how fast you can also rebuild the schema, the structure, the visualization, the perspective, everything. So now, okay, now I was just looking down at my dick, right? Nice bulge today. You know, I got a semi going. What they say in Deadpool? He's half cocking it. No, shit, he's short cocking it. Well, I guess I'm just in my boxers cocking it, but one way or another, we are all returning to penile. No, that didn't work. That didn't work. I was trying to do like return to monkey, but that's not, I don't even find that shit funny. I'll be completely honest. It's such a shit joke. Return to monkey. we're all fucking we're all Australopithecus. I'm feeling quite what is it? I'm feeling quite Lucy today. Get it? Cause like you know like the hominid Lucy. Anyways, but yeah, I hope me constantly using the perspective is a nice reminder that. And again, like the reason I'm struggling so much right now is because I can't calculate this center line, but that's why I need to hold it in my mind. Like I genuinely, like this angle I struggle with, right? Because the thing is like you have to remember, while I've done this angle before, I keep pushing my ability to visualize. You know what I mean? Like I keep pushing it and I keep trying to do more and more and more, right? Like the second I'm able to achieve one little thing extra, I'm suddenly trying to do the other thing, right? So that's where I constantly derive enjoyment in the struggle. Like this, what you see right now, which is most definitely a quote unquote useless session in terms of actual output, but an extremely valuable session in terms of input, is my struggle. This is probably these are the valuable sessions, right? Nothing else, like these are the valuable sessions, right? So that's what I also want to say is like, you're never going to you're not going to improve if you're not constantly struggling. It's just a fact, right? Like you're just not going to improve if you don't feel a consistent and I'm trying something new here. Hold the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm saying that to me, but I'm saying that to myself, but still. If you don't feel like, and again, that line wasn't as calculated as it could have been. Because again, every line I put down, I have to calculate against the visualization that I'm trying to see, right? Like I'm trying to calculate it against my visualization. That is also extremely difficult, right? Extremely difficult. So, and I can't see anything right now, so I need to take a step back. Like I literally couldn't see anything. Okay, I need to try reconstructing it again now, right? And that's the most important thing is the fact that like we just keep trying to reconstruct and trying to reconstruct until we get something that's mediocre, most likely, but still on the path towards trying, right? And that line probably shouldn't have gone over it. Still on the path towards trying, right? And that's the more important thing is like, because I cannot see anything. I'm telling you right now, I literally can't see shit. I just have to keep trying to hold my visualization. Literally, that's all I can do. And I want to cover this because like obviously that's giving away the perspective, but I guess maybe is it cheating because I can't help but like have that in my peripheries and visualizing it, right? But I am trying to not utilize it too much. But see, that was a fuck up. Okay, like, see, I need to keep looking here when it comes to my visualizations, right? And then let's see, something like, what can I do? Because I can't see any. I literally can't see anything. I actually literally cannot see anything right now, genuinely. But I must still draw, and that's okay. That's expected, and that's how it should be, right? That's how it should be. But you can see, like, my perspective is completely, like, look at that, I completely fucked up the perspective. Oh, it's so fucking difficult, bro. And you know why it's really difficult right now more than anything is because I am trying something new. I am trying to draw from unorthodox spots while still maintaining the perspective. Does that make sense? Like, I'm literally trying to do something that I've never done before. And that is resulting in extreme cognitive friction. Okay? I'll say it again. That's resulting in extreme cognitive friction because I've never done this before and my mind cannot see the box at all. Right? I also made a mistake, clearly. When it came to doing this, but like, I can't see anything. Guys, I'm telling you, like, and girls, because that's like my little meme I did way back. Guys and girls, because, you know, girls don't watch this channel, but they're too busy enjoying life and painting and all that shit. We don't do that gay shit here, bro. We're all about pen and ink and snorting cocaine, right? Or acrylic. It depends on our mood. But I cannot see anything. I am drastically struggling. This is a complete failure. I'm telling you right now, what you're seeing right now is an absolute failure, right? And that is the best part. Okay? Like, this right here, this is where growth is occurring, in the trenches of discomfort. Not anywhere else. Not anywhere else. But here, right here. And I'm telling you, I'm struggling so fucking hard. But this is probably what I'm going to be doing from now on. Like, even more unorthodox shapes that are going around. Because we need to see, we need to secure this sphere, bars, didn't even mean to do that, as a constant in our mind. But I'm going to rest my brain. Holy fuck, that was so hard. Oh, I just had to keep leading into it. That was extremely difficult. I couldn't see anything. I could barely see the box. I could barely calculate the center line. I literally could not do anything. I'm pretty sure this is completely off, right? And that's good, because I'm going to just keep trying again. I forgot to give my call to action for you to rest your brain as well, but I hope you did, right? If not, you can pause the video right now and rest your brain for 20 seconds, please, because that's how you learn. That's how you learn faster, more efficiently, because we're all fucking idiots. We need that shit. But, okay, another thing, right, is I have not seen the sphere whatsoever. I haven't been able to calculate anything at all. Like, I'll be completely honest, I have not been able to calculate jack shit, right? I literally have not been able to calculate jack shit. So in that case, what do? Well, you just try. We try to calculate something that could be something. What a succinct sentence, Biggie. We try to do something that could be something. Good job, genius. You really told everybody how to draw. But okay, some people might be wondering, right? And again, this is all like, this is all just fucking made up conversations in my head because I only have me to fucking talk to, right? So if you're ever wondering, like, damn, he's really fucking like always talking about, people might be thinking this. So like, I have no other choice. I have to entertain myself somehow. Entertain myself somehow, right? Oh, another thing, my line quality, as you can probably see, consistently suffers dramatically while I do these because my brain can only focus on spatial reasoning right now. Okay, that's another thing that you need to be aware of is like the output, right, of specific skills will suffer due to focus on other skills, right? And it is a attempt to balance them, but not an expectation to balance them, because it is already extremely difficult to balance them. Does that make sense? Right? Like, you can expect to just have extreme discomfort trying to shut the fuck up. Yeah, you can expect to have extreme discomfort trying to balance these the many skills that you are practicing while you're drawing, and that is normal. Okay, so I'm just telling you right now, that's normal. All right, like it is arduous, which means that it's difficult. Just like I said, more fancy way maybe of saying that it's difficult, but it is arduous. And every line that I put down, again, this is my second hour of the day where I'm trying to do this sort of spatial reasoning, right? So some might say like, hey, you don't need to push yourself this hard. Well, it's not about me wanting to push myself this hard. It's me just wanting to push myself. I simply have trained myself to enjoy trying. And again, how do we enjoy trying? Now stop me if you've heard this before. Focus on the effort, focus on the errors, and derive enjoyment from them. How do we do that? Well, I literally just pretend to feel good. Not even pretend. First I would pretend to feel good. Now I just feel good, right? I just force a vague feeling of good, you know, like I feel good. This is good, right? Where did I get this angle from? I got it from here, okay? Like literally I got it from here, you know, by visualizing it. And never forget that you will be at a different point in your spatial reasoning journey. You know, you need to understand that as well. Like, you're at a different point. If you can't do what I'm doing, that just means that you have a spot in your spatial reasoning journey where you are going to be doing different things, right? As in, if you can't do this angling thing, you have dozens of hours, my friend, of opportunity to practice visualizing this. Right? Dozens of hours, and then like being like, oh, there's an angle here, and there's an angle here, and like, it's all just different angles that you can constantly keep relating to each other, right? Dozens of hours of opportunity. You know, and it is dozens of hours, by the way. Like, if you're a fucking idiot like me, it is 100% dozens of hours of opportunity, because there's no other way to get good if you are dumb. And by the way, I don't say dumb in a like disparaging manner. I just mean in the sense of like, if you do not have a natural proclivity, a fancy word, natural proclivity to the arts, you have a responsibility to simply put in effort, because that is all we are capable of, right? Like, to be very clear, you know? And a natural proclivity doesn't mean jack shit. TBH, fam. Because anybody with a natural proclivity, I'd love to see them do something what I'm doing. I'd love to, if you have such a natural proclivity towards art, right? Spatially reason a box, a sphere, spatially reason this. Spatially reason this on this scale. And hold it, and then reconstruct it immediately, and then draw designs over it. Do it, right? Because you have a natural proclivity. You know, you can just fucking pick up a extremely fine tip brush pen like this, and you can just do it, right? Dipshit, show me, prove to me. And I will assume that deafening silence, which is purely because I'm literally alone in my room, is because you can't do it. You piece of shit. I knew it. You're a fucking liar. You're a liar. Everybody's a liar. Right, but see, I completely forgot about the center line here. Like this, the vertical center line for the sphere. And the sphere is completely off, I'm telling you right now. But this is the thing, like, I'm also trying to design. Am I designing accurately? Am I designing interestingly? Absolutely, in no fucking universe am I doing any of those things. But what am I trying to do? I'm trying to consistently reinforce the overall zoomed out perspective of this sphere. Because it's already gone to shit, so the best I can do is at least try to reinforce some sort of center line, some sort of consistency, right? And you know, like, try to focus on my lines. Like, that's really all that's left, and that's all that's right to do. Get it? Because like that's the right thing. I don't really think, I don't even think that made sense, to be honest. I should just shut the fuck up. But either way, right? Like, this, how much time has elapsed? 34 minutes for this bullshit. 34 minutes for this absolute garbage which I could not see. And we're just gonna close it off. We're just gonna close it off because I couldn't see it properly. And there's no point in yeah, there's no point in pursuing something that my brain is currently already kind of given up on. Not like given up, but you know, like I can't really see it as well. And I'm proud of myself. Jesus Christ, I like fucking burped and then some food came back up. Disgusting? TMI? Yes. The truth, what can I say? You know, I'm an honest guy. But yeah, it is fucking gross. But hopefully that makes you like and subscribe. If not, have to use the washroom and gag, but the Viggy authenticity brand, it never fails, right? He tells us everything, even when we tell him to stop, he just won't shut the fuck up, Jesus Christ. But look, like, again, I tried to see this. Like, I tried really, really, really hard to see this. But I'm telling you, maybe at the absolute most, 10% of the time. Maybe. And this is a smaller scale too. And don't forget, like, it's not just this. I'm trying to see the center line. Like, I'm trying to see this center line, that center line, this center line, the ellipse, the ellipse, the ellipse, project the ellipse outward, see it on the sphere, see it in the sphere, right? And also maintain the size of a box. It's very difficult. And this honestly looks fucking stupid, but it actually kind of looks like an Egyptian outfit, I'll be honest. And you can see, like, I didn't really think about the centering as well. The main thing I was struggling with was this center, like establishing this front and bottom plane, I'll be honest. The side plane was okay, but simply calculating the center line for this and then projecting this, you know, this fucking, what's it called, this ellipse in the center of the sphere was difficult. Because if I could do that, then this would have been over here. Because I was trying to put this on the right side, well, from our perspective, and this on the left side, right? Like the bottom right and the top left. But I couldn't see it. And it was some fucky shit. So I'm gonna rest my brain again. This time I'll remind myself, by reminding you, what the fuck, that I encourage you to do the same. And yeah, extremely difficult. Genuinely, again, don't forget, the whole point of this is to tax your working memory, okay? Tax your working memory. That is the goal. Tax your working memory, okay? And just constantly do that to the best of your ability. And you will notice over the hundreds and thousands of repetitions and over the dozens and dozens of hours, your progress will compound, and that is your opportunity to keep pushing yourself, right? Because I could not do this 60 hours ago. I could not do this 100 hours ago, right? But if you go back 10 hours ago, which is basically this, you're like, oh, he was kind of still at the same spot. Like, what's the difference, right? This is kind of like 6 hours, I think, like 5 hours ago, 5 or 6 hours ago, right? This is 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is like 6 hours ago, I think. Right, but the point is being made. It's like, you don't see it really every 6, 10 hours, 5, 10, 15 hours, but you will 100% notice it every 30, 40, 50, 60 hours, right? I mean, I can say the same point over and over for the fucking rest of my life, and I will on this channel, because this is just what, again, permeates my subconscious when I'm drawing. Also, I like to encourage people because I know exactly how difficult and how just genuinely full of friction the experience is in the beginning. I assume beginners watch my channel and not intermediates or anybody else, because I'm not good enough, quote unquote, not good enough. Like, I do already have the spatial reasoning skills that many intermediates or advanced people have, like the spatial reasoning skills, but my standards are 100 times higher than theirs, right? And I'm not drawing portraits yet. I'm not drawing people yet. So the compounding nature and output of my spatial reasoning is not yet viewable to you, the viewer, because I am consistently pushing the nature of that spatial reasoning, right? But in a couple years, it will be like, what the fuck? Where did this skill come from? And again, by the way, this is my main practice. I do this once a fucking week, right? So here's again the translation of like, can practicing fundamentals translate over? Yes, as long as you keep trying to practice scene building at least like 1 or 2 hours a week on top of your primary practice, which should be, and I do believe in should be the fundamentals, okay? And you can learn to enjoy them, like genuinely, you 100%, you probably are. Hopefully in the future, people are drawing along with me and I'm constantly reinforcing to you that, hey, this is how I can enjoy this, right? Because the effort is all that matters. I'm really fucking trying, and the knowledge that scientifically backed me pushing myself and then resting is improving my learning is a positive feedback loop to keep trying, right? That's the way I think about it, and hopefully, if there are like-minded people like me, or even if some of this resonates with you, please, like, there are many, many ways to enjoy doing something. There are many ways to reframe your mindset to enjoy the difficult stuff, right? And this is the way I go about it, and this is the way I think honestly like is almost universally applicable, which is just to focus on the effort, focus on the errors, and derive enjoyment from them. And this is not even what I say. This is literally growth mindset. This is the fucking scientific breakdown of growth mindset. It's all science, it's all science. Anyways, rest your brain. Jesus Christ, I need to shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry, but I'm sorry to myself for talking so much. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Oh my god. Never forget, if Viggy can talk while drawing, you can listen to Viggy talk while drawing. It's all a skill, right? I'm not fucking your focus. Please just mute me, keep me on the background, don't leave me. That's actually gonna be one of my thumbnails. Here's a little sneak peek to anybody listening still at this point, right? If you're from the present, you can expect in the next week for my thumbnail to be something like that, right? If you're from the future, you can just scroll up and be like, oh yeah, there's a thumbnail, which is something along the lines of, yeah, it's literally, if I can draw and talk, you can draw and listen. Please don't leave me. Something like that. I write down a shit ton of my thumbnail ideas. Anytime I get quote-unquote inspiration, I just write it down. Because why not? Literally, why not, right? Like, it's good to have all these ideas down, right? And don't forget, I need to have like 10,000 fucking different thumbnails in the lifetime of this channel, minimum. 10,000, right? Right now I have 400 different thumbnails, or like 350. You should actually be proud of me for that too. Because I think it's actually incredible. I'm a fucking genius, bro. But anyways. Yeah, again, trying to see the perspective. Okay, the big thing is the box and the sphere and the center lines, right? That's the main thing I'm constantly trying to analyze. But right now, I can't even see the sphere. Again, this is my second hour of the day. I've noticed when I do 2 hours of this intensive spatial reasoning, bless me, like it drastically diminishes, which makes sense. Your working memory, right? Your working memory capacity, that wasn't even intentional, but that's funny, I guess. The fucking, yes, the capacity, right? It is quite lubricated. That doesn't make sense. But anyways, listen, we all know what I'm about. I make fucking retarded jokes, okay? I never asked you to like me. I only asked you to love me and never let go. Is it so hard? Oh, I'm so hard. Hashtag Viggy inspires. Hashtag Viggy perspires. Right? It's quite sweaty up in here. This is like the sweaty gaming version of art, right? Guys, just keep thinking. Oh, cognitive load. Oh, I'm fucking cognitive loading everywhere right now. Ooh-wee. Seriously though, I can't see shit. But the main thing I need to do right now is extensively visualize the center line. Okay, so I got the perspective wrong, but now extensively visualize the center line and maintain that whilst I do... Okay, so I completely lost the perspective, so I have to do that again. That's hilarious. I almost had it, but then I lost it. So extensively visualize the center line, right? Like genuinely extensively visualize the center line. And what do I mean by that? Again, like it's this plane, I'm calculating this entire fuckery, right? Well, this fuckery. Calculating that, right? And then, but like obviously on this, and then I'm trying to see where that is in the center of the sphere that I put inside the box, right? And then I'm trying to be like, okay, where do I place this random shape? Does that make sense? Very difficult. Oh fuck, I tapped my head on the camera tripod thingamajiggy. Apologies actually, but that's actually something my friends used to say back in high school. And you can tell I've never grown up since then. I don't know. I don't know. This is just who I am. I will never apologize for it. I will never apologize for it. Same joke twice in the span of 10 seconds, right? It's so creative. But yeah, I remember like on stream, one of my fans was saying, I'm surprised you have a girlfriend. I'm like, how fucking dare you? Okay, if only knew what I looked like, it would explain everything. God to your face, I'm telling you guys. This is, right? Humble too, extremely humble, right? Seriously though, if it wasn't for my looks, I'd be lonely. Right? Okay, why do you think I have so much discipline? It's all about being jacked, being articulate, being smart, being skilled. I'm nothing without my productivity hacks. Genuinely, nobody's nothing without their habits, so... It's actually, it should be a very telling and inspirational sign that you are what you say you are, which is what you do you say you are, which is who you do when you say you are doing what you are. It's deep. I know, I just confused myself. I hope you also have a giant loading screen in your brain right now, trying to understand that, right? And again, I keep fucking this perspective up in my mind. Again, look at this, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, however long. of me just trying to see this perspective, but I cannot. I can't see anything. And this isn't me affirming to myself that I can't see anything. This is me literally saying that I'm trying so fucking hard and I can't see shit, right? But I need to start somewhere. Maybe if I do something like this. Maybe if I actually create part of the sphere. Right? Will that help? That actually kind of helped a little decent amount. Fucking hell. That actually helped quite a bit. There you go. Well, that was inaccurate, but overall, this is like the sphere I'm trying to make, right? So now we just need to put the box and think about the center line. And okay, I really need to think about the center line. Like genuinely, I really need to think about it because that's the edge and that's this edge. So it's something like this, right? And that's based on the bottom plane. So I just need to project it outwards, get the center line going, project it outwards, and then see, that's wrong. That's so wrong. That's completely wrong. And I'm not getting angry at myself or like sad or whatever. I'm just saying it in this. I guess I'm saying it because like I was kind of in the moment. I was like, God damn, I fucked it up. It was so intense. But that is 100%, without a doubt, incorrect. Absolutely incorrect. Completely incorrect. Right? And I still cannot see anything. I want to be very clear. Everything I'm doing right now is essentially my brain fighting to retain some semblance of analysis, calculation, visualization, consistency, proportion, circulating at all times. But I'm telling you, I can barely see anything. Like I can literally barely see anything. Okay? So let that be comfort for you, right? Oh wow. Back then, he literally couldn't even visualize and he was struggling all the time. Well, guess what? I'll always be struggling because my goal is struggle. Okay? There's no back then for me. This is just who I am. Okay? We will just constantly struggle and constantly enjoy the struggle. And then at one point, I die. That's it. That is my life. Okay? Watch me become great. Simple as that. And it's not even, it's not hubris. It's not hubris. I like saying that word because it makes me feel like I'm smart. But it's not hubris. It's just... It's actually more than anything me simply predicting the future. Honestly. Like, I'm not even saying that as a joke. Watch me become great. Genuinely. Right? And this isn't even like, I'm going to show all the haters. It's like, no, I'm going to show everyone that anyone is capable of drawing, and all your fucking excuses mean nothing in the face of in front of a 10,000 hour, 40-year archive. It means nothing, okay? And that should be inspirational for those of you here right now, and those of you here from the future, and just those of you here in general. It's like, oh, so it's just work. And he keeps saying I'm capable of that work, and he's just some random dickhead on the internet. Why does he believe in me? Okay, if he believes in me, there must be some way for me to believe in myself. Also, I don't need him to believe in me because I can believe in myself. That's what I want. That would be great if you guys had that thought process. I'm just fucking speaking it for you. I'm speaking the ideal version for you, hopefully, in the case that you actually do commit to that thought process. Who fucking knows? I'm well aware that vast majority of people don't actually give a shit about actually trying, but they say they do, right? And that's okay. If you want to maintain mediocrity or who you are, that's okay. You know, it's okay. Like, it's not okay to be mediocre in my opinion, but I'm not here to stop anybody from being themselves. If they believe themselves to be mediocre. I'm not here to stop that. But I don't believe everybody's mediocre. I don't believe anybody's mediocre. I think everybody in the fucking planet absolutely has the ability to be exceptional. Without a doubt. But to be exceptional, you must behave as per exception. Which is to not do the same shit and get the same results as the mediocre. Right? Alex Mosey, hashtag, right? I listened to a decent amount of his, just like motivation shit. Him, Kobe Bryant, right? There's like a bunch of motivation shit. But first it was him. And again, like you might think, oh wow, this guy's just parroting shit. Yes, I'm a parrot. I parrot things which are beneficial to my life and I believe will be beneficial to other people's lives. If that makes me a parrot, so be it. I'll fucking parrot it for the rest of my goddamn life. I do not care. I will parrot. I'll fucking do it. I'll do it forever, bro. I just don't give a shit. I would rather be a parrot that actively is trying to encourage people to improve themselves than be someone who doesn't even have the thought process to tell people to improve themselves, right? I don't want to be able to not tell you or not advise you or not give you the encouragement that you're capable, because I want to be able to do that. And if I don't have my words for it, I will use somebody else's words for it if it resonates with me. Right? That's the big thing, like if it resonates. Right? But either way, like a lot of what I say are my own thoughts, but a lot of what, like a decent amount of what I say are just reflections or reiterations of what other people have said, which I'm okay with, right? Like I don't really care too much about, okay, this is incorrect, I'm pretty sure. Is it actually? Let's see. Now, I want to be free. Maybe do something like that, and then we can do, okay, because this is my angle, right? This is my angle, and then, okay, and then what am I doing here? That's incorrect, but yeah, this is completely wrong, but I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling so much. I'm drowning, Tommy. I'm drowning. That's an accident. That's a mistake, which is an accident, of course. And I can't see, and I messed up, and I can't see, and I messed up. Again, like, it's very normal. Yeah, like, look at this. That doesn't even make any sense. I struggle so much with the other side of things. I genuinely struggle so much with the other side of things. This probably should have been something like this, right? Something like that. That looks a lot better. Maybe we can connect this. Let's see, maybe we can connect it. Right. I was not going for whatever I just did right now. And I don't even think this makes sense. I'm trying so hard. I'm literally trying so hard to retain anything right now, guys. And girls, ha ha ha, and girls. I cannot see anything. I am trying so hard. So I need to take a step back, actually, more than anything. But you can see, I actually have not... like, this angle is extremely difficult for me. And to visualize it, I have not maintained a consistent... I haven't even gotten the contour down. Or the perspective. I literally can't see shit. I fucked it all up. Right? I completely fucked it all up. And that's not me being mean to myself, that's just the truth. Right? It's a fuck up, and I'm gonna rest my brain. I encourage you to do so as well. But yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, it's clearly, like, the only way I can articulate it for myself is that I'm clearly just passionate. You know? Not about art, by the way. Like, yes, about art, but I just want people to know that they're capable, but people will not believe they are capable unless they have a reason to believe they are capable. So I keep trying to give people those reasons in order to hopefully help, not even to actually help, hopefully let them know why they are capable. But more than anything, I cannot do anything if people do not believe in themselves. I just have to accept that, right? But I want to say again, you are capable of believing in yourself, right? Like, I will always reiterate that. I'll always try to consistently remind you to the best of my ability why, see, again, these lines are shit, why you are capable because you're putting in effort. But I can't, I just have to, I think maybe I just have to accept that there will always be people who don't want to believe in themselves. I don't know, man, it just hurts. I just give because I was such a fucking loser for such a long time. All I did was play video games, jack off, and smoke weed every fucking day of my life. Okay? The only thing, quote unquote, only thing, I mean, this was a good thing, definitely, but the only thing I had going for me was that I was obsessed with fitness, therefore, I actually knew how to take care of my body. Right? That was the, I guess I'll say, like, it was a good thing. I'm not saying it's not a good thing. Like, it was definitely a good thing, and that's the only thing that kept me sane and probably fucking not in a goddamn absolute rut. But even then, right, I'm telling you, I don't know how else to say this. I just don't know. Like, it's, Vicky opens up. But, like, even that shit aside, like, my stupid bullshit aside, I feel very strongly just about the fact that anyone can be great. And again, people use the word pain too much. It's not pain, it's effort. How we interpret effort becomes pain, if that makes sense. Like, people decide to interpret effort as a painful experience, but the effort does not change. It just is. It literally just is, right? Therefore, we have the capability of interpreting effort as something that is a signal that we are on a path of success or of improvement, of growth, right? But I know, like, I don't know, man. I was just such a fucking loser for such a long time. I would want people to know that they're way more, and they can be more. Because look at me, like, I've created an art channel. I'm getting better at art. You know, I wholeheartedly believe that I will become an absolute excellent draftsman. Right? I wholeheartedly believe that this channel will change a lot of art on YouTube. Like, I'm deluded to a point, to be honest. Like, there's a bit of delusion, but I personally believe it's a mathematical, like, just fucking inevitability, right? Consistency, time, effort, and then you let it compound, right? And it's already happening. You fuckers don't comment on my goddamn videos, but there's a subset, a small, very small, dedicated subset of fans who are constantly here, putting the same amount of effort with me, which is why I'm always here to remind you, right, that you're capable of that effort. By the way, you see how I got this perspective completely off? Look at this. This is the box I ended up drawing in my mind and then applying on the page. Well, you know, obviously the front plane should be a bit more. And obviously fucking diverged it by accident. But that, by the way, that's my level of skill when I'm not thinking, right? So you see, like, immediately everything goes to shit when I'm not thinking at all. Lines are shit, perspective is shit, consistency is shit. And by the way, I have a slight, not headache, but it's very decent, like 30% head pressure on my head, right? But you look what the fuck, look at the box I created and look at the box that it actually is. This is a bit more accurate. But I couldn't see anything. And again, like, this is actually off perspective compared to this. Like, this entire section is off perspective compared to this. I couldn't see anything. But I tried seeing this as much as I could. Like, I was really, really trying. And this is where your brain learns. Like, you can see I actually, like, did a much better job with centering this, right? If we, like, do this diagonal cross-axis thing, right? Look at that. I actually got it relatively decent centered. Relatively. Not well, but relatively. But yeah, like, this is the box I'm trying to see. Honestly, with the center line, we did a pretty decent job too when we expanded it outwards, right? It's not bad. This center line I completely botched. It should have been something more like this, right? And then this should have been wrapping around, or I should have fucking done something like that. So, see, like, and that's the good thing. Like, afterwards, being able to recognize your mistakes is important, right? So again, the standard is the perfect mathematical consistency. The standard is, right, like, just trying to make things as good as possible. And this is applicable not just to this, but like anything, right? Line work, form, values, composition, blah, 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 whatever. We have rules for a reason. You hold your standards to the absolute peak of those rules, and you consistently strive to put effort towards meeting those standards. But because you are not skilled enough, you will inevitably fail, and that is your opportunity to look at the gap between your output and what is your standard. Like, what do you hold yourself to, right? Like, what are you evaluating against? Not what you are expecting to achieve, but what are you evaluating against, which is that extremely high standard, right? And then you try again for 100,000 fucking million reps, and dozens of hundreds and thousands of hours, right? I'm done. Like I'm never gonna sugarcoat it. Thousands of repetitions, intentional, not fuck around. By the way, intentional repetitions where you're really thinking and really trying. And remember, gap effect. Okay, 10-second rests sporadically throughout your fucking your practice. And after you're done practicing, minimum 10 minutes of just nothing. No phone, nothing. Just set a fucking 10-minute timer. I do this too, and you just lie down, close your eyes. Your brain is consolidating everything you just practiced into your long-term memory much faster than if you were fucking scrolling on your phone. Look at me, I like dopamine because I can't do anything for more than 5 seconds, right? Are you that person? The answer is you may have habits that make you believe you are that person, but through sheer effort, you're capable of not being that person, right? I'm going to assume everybody here wants to love learning, wants to be good, wants to learn how to get good at things and be good at getting good, right? I'm demystifying, guys. This isn't just how to get good at art. This is how to get good at anything, right? Again, I'm learning fucking piano. I'm getting really good at piano. It's been 2 years and 2 months now, right? My teacher was like, your progress is fucking phenomenal. Why? Because I practice 4 hours a week, and I literally don't think about piano outside of practicing 4 hours a week, and I'm learning invention number 1, which is like a level 8 piece or something, right? Which is apparently good. It's like, again, I don't care about piano. I'm purely learning it from a skill acquisition standpoint. I care 100 fucking times more about art, right? But even then, by only thinking as hard as I can and practicing as hard as I can during my lesson and during my practice, I've become a much more above average student, and in terms of this time span and learning capacity. Like, it's the same shit. I do 10-second rests during my piano practice. I put a lot of effort into thinking and like focusing on every little thing. I still have extremely high standards. Why? Because the examples my teacher sends me of the pieces that I'm learning, right? Sends me like 3 to 4 examples. They're all extremely professional individuals, right? So you hone your ear, you hone your eye, you pay attention, you ask questions as to what creates excellence, and then you hold yourself to that standard, right? As a means of evaluation, by the way, because we are not excellent. I'm not excellent. You are not excellent. But we have the capability to strive towards excellence. And that is the journey of excellence, okay? It's a never-ending journey of excellence, and it's absolutely one of the best fucking things you can do to yourself, and you're capable of that. Jesus Christ, I'm literally a fucking broken record. And I said this last video too, at the end of last video. Oh, kill me. I mean, I don't mind. This is just what's on my mind. Bars? Fucking, bro, my brain's done. Yeah, clearly, I'm done practicing. It's been an hour. I hope you really tried. I genuinely, again, I do believe in you. I believe in every single one of you. Okay, just keep fucking trying, right? And anytime anybody says talent, you provide such a sheer intentional volume of work as irrefutable proof to that stupid fucking word. Okay, irrefutable proof. So that's all I have to say. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what this channel is. Irrefutable proof. The giant middle finger to the dipshits who just want to use talent as an excuse. And I guarantee they will exist. They will still exist 10 years from now, 20 years from now, as this channel goes on. I'm telling you guys, they will always exist. People who don't want to put the effort in will always want to come up with reasons to not put the effort in. They will either discount the effort that I put in when I am quote unquote good. They will either chalk it up to some innate ability they don't have, i.e. work ethic or talent or whatever the fuck, which everybody is capable of building. Talent is just like, who gives a fuck? Like, that's not even the point, sorry, right? Like, which is just an affinity, which is a skill, which is a fucking learnable thing, right? Everything is learnable. Once you have the mindset that everything is learnable, the world is yours. The world is literally fucking yours, right? And it doesn't matter if you have to work harder than someone else. I want to be very clear. It does not matter, because you are the output, the outcome, the result. You are the one getting better. You are becoming someone who is in the process of getting better. At the end of your life, you will be someone who, you won't be someone who's an incredible artist or an incredible musician or incredible athlete or incredible fucking engineer or woodworker or painter or any other hundreds of skills, which obviously I can't think of because I guess I'm biased towards the creative stuff, right? An incredible businessman, whatever. It's not about that. Personal development, skill acquisition, growth, doing your best to learn is about becoming the person who does their best, right? It's about becoming the individual who did the things and had built the mindset and built the work ethic to have the byproduct of the skills they acquired along the way. But who you're becoming is the ultimate self-satisfying loop. So if I can leave you with one thing today, remind yourself that after everything you do that's hard in your life and that's full of effort, that you, at the end of it, were someone who did those things, and now you've become someone who once again proved to yourself and to the future you that you are becoming that person, right? I don't know if I said that in a way that was eloquent or like empowering or inspiring, right? You can do it. But that's just how I feel, right? So ignore the naysayers, ignore anybody who doesn't believe in you, ignore me. If I don't serve you, ignore me, right? But I have a sneaking suspicion my watch hours are going to go up after the end of this video. Quiet. but but yeah, no. Either way, I hope you tried. Hope you put a lot of effort in. And as always, oh, I'm so emotional. As always, fuck you for watching. What the fuck is it? Fuck you for watching. Keep drawing. Yeah, thumbs up. Yeah, fuck. I fucked up my own outro, bro. I can't think right now. Jesus Christ. Fuck you for watching. Keep drawing, and please give me money. Yeah, there you go. Whatever.